Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to the most powerful and transformative month of the year in one way. This is it, baby. That what's happening this month is going to not only tell us what's happening next year, but potentially a theme that's going to rattle through the rest of our life. It is extraordinary as we have Saturn and Jupiter conjunct, joining forces on the solstice in Aquarius. We are now in the now age of Aquarius, and the next phase for us is all about going forward with a sense of unity, with a sense of freedom. Technology is going to be a big feature, massive shifts forward in technology. There's also a huge eclipse in Sagittarius. So our definition, our understanding of freedom is changing. Expect huge enlightenment. Here's your monthly astrology. Hey Sagittarius, it's Sagittarius season. Yeah, baby, you're all boosted up, fingers crossed. Your mojo is lit and you are like, yeah, I'm feeling the good vibes. I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling adventurous. Now, do be careful because, as we know, you're the wild pony of the zodiac, but also you're the truth monster. Rawr. You know, you spit those truths and they come from your heart and you do it quite innocently, but you can be a little bit blunt, my darlings. So watch out for that because you're feeling supremely Sagittarius right now. And Mercury's going into Sagittarius. Also, the positive side of Mercury in Sagittarius is you're very enthusiastic. You can be very uplifting to people and you're like, yeah, let's go, let's do this, let's do that. And you can see all the things outside the box that other people can't see. So there's a very, very jolly vibe for you. And the sun is also trine Mars. So in your pleasure zone, you're frisky as hell. There's lots of enjoyment. There's lots of creativity. There's lots of excitement to be had this month. Now, when it comes to the new moon and total solar eclipse in your sign, could get a bit tricky. Tricky in a good way. You're optimistic. You can deal with that. But as I always say about eclipses, imagine thousands of years ago, you're wandering in your village. There's no electricity. There's no iPad. There's nothing to distract you. You know, all you go about, you know, at night, the stars are what turn you on and keep you company. And you're walking in the day and suddenly the sun goes black and there's no sun and everything goes dark. Can you imagine the impact that would have had then when people don't know what it is? And it's like we go through a little mini version of that dark night of the soul when there is a total solar eclipse. Something that is hidden will come to the surface. We may go through, you know, a process of self-doubt in that moment, but only we're questioning ourselves to see the big reveal, the big transformation, the big shift. And your life is pretty magic. And I would, if there's something that you really want to grow, if there's a new journey you want to go on, if there's something that you want to experience in the next phase of your soul journey, then cast a desire out to the universe. Do a little ritual, light a little candle, do a vision board, or do something that says this, you know, I really want to grow this in the next chapter of my life, because the cosmos is listening. You should also get a reveal, some important information about the next phase of your journey. If something is not meant to be, if something is meant to end, it could happen around that new moon. But also, new things are born. It is basically your very own astrological new year with a bang, because we've got the eclipse. So it's like you're hurtling through this massive rebirth and into this new life. So powerful stuff. And also, Mercury is opposite the North Node. You're reassessing and learning and having to understand the importance of your intimate relationships. And you can't be the same as you were in the past. Your intimate and romantic relationships or business partnerships even have to evolve with you. You know, nobody wants to have the same relationships they had 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, well, maybe 5 years ago, because I was in this great relationship that I'm still in. But like, you know, even so, even if you're in a relationship, you have to keep evolving it and growing it so that it doesn't become stagnant. And let's face it, you out of all the signs get bored very easily in relationships if you're not stimulated, if you don't have adventure and excitement. But now is the time to look at your own patterns in relationships, take responsibility for your own behavior in relationships, modify it, refine it, and etc., etc. Venus is going into your sign on the 15th, which makes it a great time for you when it comes to relationships. You have magic around you. The cosmos is pouring a great big bottle of love potion number 9 over your head. You have this frisson of fabulousness, but also it's great for working on self-love, and it's great for attracting abundance. You know, it's a proper dash of magic from the cosmos to you. So that's great to work with. What else? Yes, of course, then we have the big, Mercury is also trine Mars. You're forceful and fabulous and funny on the 15th. Now, the big, huge shift that we're having with the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction for you is all about communication. You will have so much new and extraordinary information coming in. You're also able to express yourself in a way that you never had. Saturn is saying take responsibility for your words, for the way that you express yourself. But also, if you've got something to say and you want to put out there in the world, now is the time to do it. Again, take responsibility, get down to it. And Jupiter is saying, I'm going to help you. I am your friend anyway, but I'm giving you extra doses of fabulousness connected to the way that you communicate. And there will be news, big news coming to you. Loads of ideas to explore. Very, very exciting indeed. Now, Mercury and the Sun on the 20th and 21st are making you feel quite grounded. You're happy to make a commitment to things that you believe in. The month ends with the full moon, which is quite intense for you, actually. It's bringing up a lot of primal emotions. It's shining a light in your shadow side, the things that you don't even admit necessary to yourself, never mind anyone else. You know, deep desires, hidden fantasies, life, death, rebirth, tax, money, power, powerlessness, fear. Yeah, that's the vibe. I mean, sometimes that can be intoxicating and exciting and bring about fabulous happenings, but it's very intense. So look after your sweet, sweet self on that full moon. And if you find yourself getting obsessive or extreme in any way, talk yourself down. You know, I'm a big fan of talking oneself down. I used to suffer from agoraphobia, panic attacks, blah, 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 blah. Through talking myself down, I've transformed my experience in the world. And actually, possibly that's going to happen to you in the following year because that's self-communication. Anyway, I nearly forgot your tarot. I seem to do that sometimes. Let's pull 3 cards for the Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Any advice? First card. Could be great success coming to you, but what is the Ace of Swords? The Ace of Swords is the peak experience of air. You know, what is air? Air? Am I saying air funny? Air. What is air? Air is intellect. Air is wisdom. Air is communication. You have got that sword, the magical sword, right in your hand. Use it wisely, but through your mind and your ideas, great abundance could come. You may be dealing with a member of the patriarchy or a father figure or someone strict, the emperor. You might be discussing things to do with money and this, that, and the other, but there is great joy around that. You've got 2 aces and a major arcana. And I suppose the emperor is about self-discipline, which I know a lot of Sagittarians. I don't know that many that are disciplined, to be honest with you, unless they've got a lot of Capricorn in their chart. And you've got the Ace of Cups. It's fabulous news. This is the Ace of Happiness. Maybe this is like Venus going into your sign. Your cup is overflowing with bliss. That's what I like to hear. Anyway, take care, gorgeous soul. Don't forget, michelleknight.com for loads of free tarot. Also, free natal chart, free compatibility chart. And horoscope.co.uk for all your written astrology. So much love to you. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.
MichelleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who, they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michele's staff as well. It's actually, what they're looking for, specifics. So surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2-3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MichelleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michele's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.